So we're going to create a custom visual from this, and let's see how that works. So this is my Power BI desktop. So this Power BI desktop is you can download this from the internet. It is free. All you do is go to powerbi.com like this and go to product. So go to powerbi.com, and under product you will see Power BI desktop. Then you can buy it. All right. So once you go to Power BI desktop, now if you look at my Power BI desktop, I have my visuals up here. I have home, I have view, I have modeling, right? Home, view, modeling are the tabs. And then here is my canvas. And then I have report. And to the left, I have something called data. So I've already brought in some data. How do you bring in data? It's very simple. If I go to home, you'll see get data. So get data, that's how you bring in data. But you can bring in data from lots of data sources. As I said before, it's almost like 70 data sources. You can connect 70 different data sources to Power BI and then do your reporting. SharePoint, I don't think there's any data source that you can connect to. A lot of data sources. So what we are going to do here is just simply connect to Excel. So I'm going to connect this Power BI desktop to Excel. So I'm going to pick out some Excel data. So let me see, maybe if I come here, I can go to, I prepared something called a pulse chart data. So I connect to that pulse chart data. All right, so once I click that, you'll see the data is saying, okay, you're connecting to pulse chart. There's a table there, pulse chart. You're happy with this data, you can connect to it. So I can basically say, do you know what, this is my data, I want to edit it. So I'm editing this data. So editing this data, when I clicked on edit, what it will do is it will open another tool called Power Query. So when you say, okay, I'm connecting to this data, but I want to edit this data before connecting to it. So it opens something called Power Query. This also exists in Excel. Now, if you guys have Excel, all these tools are also available in Excel. It's free in Excel 2010. It is free, some of it is free in Excel 2013, and then 2016 is fully integrated. But there are some versions that you need to get. But really, Power Pivot, Power Query is exactly what this is. This is Power Pivot, Power Query, Power View, all in one tool called Power BI Desktop. So now I've brought this in. What I want to do to clean this up, I can tell the system that all these places that have null, 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 I want to replace them. I don't like all this null, null, null. So if I want to transform, I'm going to transform my data, and I'm going to replace some values. So I'm replacing, let's say, null with nothing. So I've replaced all my nulls with nothing. In this column as well, I'm going to say, I'm going to transform, and I'll say, hey, I want to replace values. And I'm also going to replace anywhere that's null, I want to replace it with nothing. Now, one big advantage of using Power Query, this is Power Query, is you can clean up data automatically. So if you're in Excel and you do a lot of cleaning up of data that you download from IT, you can use Power Query, clean it up. It automates the cleanup process. So next time you want to clean up, it's just one button click. Now we have some videos on Power Query on our YouTube channel. You could go check them out and see how that works. So I'm replacing this last one with, I want to change all my nulls. I want to replace them with nothing. Then I'm going to call this pulse chart data. That's what I'm calling this. So this is my query. This is my date. The date is properly. So my date field is a date field. My revenue field is a decimal number field, which is fine. So now I can load this into my Power BI desktop. So I'm going to close and load. Click. So close and load now is loading this tool. So you could see that it has now loaded it. And I have my date, my revenue, event title, duration, and event description. Now, if you look at this, this is date, revenue, event title, duration, and event description. When we do reporting, most times we do it in PowerPoint. And one of the things we do in PowerPoint is we're trying to tell a story, and we say, okay, this is what happened between last month and this month, or this is what happened last year, and this will happen this year. And we're trying to basically tell a story about what happened with our data. Why is it that we're not making a profit? but we end up kind of doing a lot of copy and paste and use about 20 slides to tell that story. But this chart that I'm going to show you now is an excellent chart called the pulse chart. And I will just show you what it does, and then we'll now build it.
Thanks for watching another training video from dbrownconsulting. See you in the next video.